Pulled the wheels nice, even though I lost 100th on 60 foot.
After that round, I would have had a bye in the final. I don't want him to jump at me.
Oh, he will.
Married with Dragsters on Competition Plus TV. Brought to you by Jiffy-tite, the leader in quick connect fluid fittings. Moroso, it's our passion for racing that drives us. Moser Engineering, the leader in high performance rear end components. And by Ohio Crankshaft, quality and innovation for over 40 years.
So once again, listen up in the pits. If you have not been to an IHRA race that has been run 2 and 1, here's how it's going to work. As soon as we can put cars on the racetrack, we will run 2 time trials and qualifying shots for stock and super stock. That will put those guys and gals on the ladder for Saturday's race. We will then run round number 1 of eliminations for Saturday's race. Then we will run round number 1 of eliminations of Sunday's race directly after that. Ladies and gents, we've been pulling our hair out, looking at the radar, wondering what we're going to do with the local bracket race going on tonight, wondering what tomorrow's weather's going to look like, Greg, making the tough decision, making a good call, and saying we want to make sure we get this.
I don't know what I think about this. I understood it in Pittsburgh, but only getting 2 qualifying shots, going right into eliminations, and if you're having a bad day, well, you're going to continue to have a bad day. It doesn't give you the opportunity to shake it off, come back in the morning, make another time run, because that's what we would normally get on a Sunday morning, and then right into eliminations. Let's just hope we have a good day.
If it's being done because of rain, I'm all for it. If there's other reasons, I don't know. I would rather have a chance to fix something if it breaks, like say in round 1 of first round. And then you might not have time to fix something, and then you're out round 1 of race 2. So it could bite some people in the ass. I mean, you know. But all in all, usually IHRA makes good calls, and I support them 100%.
I don't want him to jump at me.
Oh, he will.
Get some paper towel, pick him up, put him over the grass. That way at least he's
Not squished.
on paper.
He's just a little guy.
Just because it was running good, but it wasn't running as good as it is this year. And we're doing a lot more 8th mile stuff with it. And we're not geared for 8th mile, we're geared for quarter. So we're still trying to get a handle on, you know, what the car wants, how it's going to run from run to run. That way we can actually go out and dial it. It's cool to go fast, but if you can't dial the car, it doesn't do you any good. But it hits the tree good. As soon as I nail it, the RPMs are there instantly. There's no like turbo lag or anything. And it's basically maintenance free. I mean, we run the valves after every race, and you got to keep the alcohol out of the car because the alcohol will affect the floats. There are no proximity switches. These big solenoids here will let them. You really like it.
Last week we were bracket racing and we changed the launch RPM chip and the MSP to 7AL3. This weekend here at London, they do have a bracket race tonight, so I may get into that too. So we're gonna we have been at 5,400 when I've been doing the throttle stop racing. We're gonna go down to 52 and see if we like the combination of both. We were at 46 last week for the bracket race. going to 52. And that's that.
Why don't we go ahead and get the car fired up, because I want to have some heat in and we need to check our fuel pressure and whatnot, because we're at about 3,900 feet of air and we don't want to be too fat. So we'll drop it down pound and a half, wherever it is. Okay? Cool.
On the dolly table lane. Bobby on the big end, 569.
Ready to rock? First qualifying.
Water, miles, and tankers leave and bear.
Either stop before the starting line or I'll get yelled at by Bill again, because I already got yelled at once, so don't do it again.
Well, they need to put down some rubber then.
Yeah. I said, did you see it was covered all around? I said, put it on.
I was all over the track.
I know. Well, that was the first pass down this track ever. And first pass that I've made in that car on an 8-mile throttle stop setup, changing it over to 570. Yeah, I probably should have tested last night for a couple of different reasons, but didn't, so it is what it is. Greasy out there. And the track, once you, and I didn't get a chance to really look at the right lane, but in the left lane that I ran down, it looks warbly. So, I've never felt that car move around before. And it definitely did when it came off the stop. I'll be interested to watch a video and see how much it moved. But we got numbers and we'll go from there.
Yeah, I tried putting down some rubber because there is no groove, there's no rubber out there. It looks like nobody even been down the track. It's actually pretty terrible. It didn't even pull the wheels hardly leaving the line. Went out there and went a 420 on that 660 foot. I probably drove 800 foot. And happy with my light though, 19, first hit at the tree. And I guess the computer saying I was going to run a 420 and we did. So who knows, maybe we got us a car today. Now we're checking our data to see what we got.
With an 8 at 100.
Give me a little push, yeah? No problem.
Married with Dragsters, brought to you by Jiffy-tite, Moroso, Moser Engineering, and by Ohio Crankshaft on Competition Plus TV.
Well, the left lane, the one I had problems in, but that was the first pass. You know, the second pass seemed to be a lot smoother. Pulled the wheels nice, even though I lost 100 on 60 foot. But as long as we got us a race car and go some rounds today, that's all I care about, right?
6 at 127. Goes to Cassie. 571 with a 7 on that 70 wheel fall donkey. 400, 574 flat and 125.
Hey, hon, I just looked. After that round, I would have had a bye into the final. You believe that?
It's not always the way it is. We either lose to the winner or, yeah, something like that happens.
After that oil down, I probably should have changed my shield. Started to roll into the burnout box, and I dropped it down. I'm like, I mean, that's going to be kind of dark down at the top end. I flipped it back up, and as soon as I put it down, I was like, I seriously thought he was out in front of me, and I didn't realize I was out in front of me. You've got to know where you are on the track. You can't win a drag race without knowing where you are on the track. Okay, you can, but more so, not. So anyway, I totally gave that one away. I had 008 light, best light of the round. That means I would have had to buy into the final, and no, I'm going out of here with 80 bucks. Yay.
On that 22.
Beer time. Celebrate best engineered.
Best engineered, it's great. I would rather have a win or at least made it to the final, but that's okay. Best engineered shows that the hard work that Stan and Scott and myself, with all of our marketing partners, Brucey and Moser and Mickey Thompson putting it to the ground. I mean, the car was flawless.
On the Norwalk.
On the Norwalk.
The granddaddy.
Ready to rock and roll. Yep. See our buddy Bill.
Yep.
Promotional considerations for Married with Dragsters provided in part by these fine companies: Ohio Crankshaft, Abruzzi Racing Transmissions and Converters, Emily Oil, American Race Cars, Mickey Thompson, Dragon Racing Fuels, and by Aesthetic Finishers. On the next episode of Married with Dragsters.
Rode down the road, going up and down, taking the paint off my car.
Even though I've been in the 5 seconds, I've never made a 7-second pass. So as dumb as that sounds, that was my first 7-second pass.